Oh,
Okay, oh period. Puriana to the Purier. What's good, everybody? I know this comes as a surprise. You guys was all expecting, my channel to be gone, but it's back. And we live. We all the way live. And today is your favorite time of the week. It is the gentleman's panel. You guys strap up, okay? Y'all go run and grab y'all snacks, okay? And come on back. Puriana to the Purier, because it is about to go up. Okay, on period. Puriana to the Furier. I don't know how that looked to y'all. I don't know what's going on. Y'all just bear with me, okay? Because I'm on location right now, okay? And I'm not at the home of the lituation, as y'all can tell. There ain't no lit sign in the background. It's curtains and walls and things. So, but we keeping it lit as always. Does everything look good on you guys' end?
Yeah, I look fine.
Everything looks good. I'm watching the feed.
That ain't anything. As long as it look good to y'all, because if you can see what I see, okay. Yes, I'm talking to a black screen right now. That's just so period.
What?
But we're gonna keep the show going. We're gonna keep the show going. So I always like to open up my shows with politics because we have our own political junkie here on this show that specializes in everything politics. Okay. Shout out to Captivating Christian. Also, let me go ahead and give a roll call for the people in the back that may not know who's on the panel. Okay, we have Jay Wilson, the founder and producer of the show. Okay, then we have Captivating Christian, the political junkie. We also have Rebel Son, who is the realist, and that's just on period. And then we have Conscious TV, who is the brain. Puriana to the Purier. Yes, the long-winded brainiac of the panel.
Okay, anyway, moving. Okay.
And that's just a period. So
shut up.
Let's just jump right into the show, okay? So Caitlyn Jenner has recently come out again, okay? And she is running for governor of California, okay? And a lot of people are, feeling some type of way. I'm going to play the clip, and you guys let me know how you guys feel. And then we'll talk about...
working with a blank screen, though, Payne.
Huh?
I'm mad you working with a blank screen, though. That sucks.
We'll work through it. I'm on location, so we have to do what we got to do, okay? It's flashing on, and then it's flashing off. So as long as you guys can't see that, we good. So I want to know what you guys think about Caitlyn Jenner running for governor of California. And then they have some other options. So we'll talk about them as well. Because personally, I feel like this whole thing is becoming sort of a shit show. You know what I'm saying? I think, I have nothing against... Okay, we'll talk about it. I'm here for the trans running for, in politics. You know what I'm saying? But let it be that someone's who's really passionate about it, you know what I'm saying?
Like Kanye West, perhaps?
Okay, back to the lituation, okay, because the girls want to be funny.
Breaking news reports this afternoon that former reality TV star Caitlyn Jenner is exploring a run.
I like that dress.
Yeah, according to Axios News, she is talking to political consultants as Gavin Newsom faces a possible recall election.
There we go.
Jenner, a Republican and previous Trump supporter, is reportedly getting help from a longtime GOP fundraiser. In the state's last recall election, there were more than 100 candidates, and Democratic Governor Gray Davis was replaced by Republican Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, there you go.
Okay. Okay, on period. Thoughts? Let's start with captivating. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't really have any thoughts on that. I'm tired of her playing dressed up and us just allowing her to like live out her older woman fantasies and dreams. I think if we didn't learn nothing from the past 4 years, that having a competent leader at the helm is important, and there's nothing that should be taken lightly or played with. So I think she should go and continue to explore herself and stay in her lane, because politics ain't it.
My. And Conscious, what are your thoughts?
First of all, Caitlyn is a white trans woman who identifies with the Republican Party. I'm curious how it's going to work out for her. Secondly, she also was the same one who was disgruntled with the last reality star that she helped to put into the presidential Oval Office. So I'm curious to know why she would think we would be excited about another lackluster reality star playing politics. And thirdly, Caitlyn Jenner, she can't even walk in kitten heels. So how are you going to run for governor? I don't know how that's also going to work out for her as well. Those are my thoughts.
My. Those are some very interesting thoughts. How about you, Rebel Son?
Just a circus sideshow. I think that the whole is this somebody's grinder? What the hell is this?
That's the whole stroll phone.
It was one of mine. Oh, mind your business. Mind your business.
Well, the business on the screen.
The
business might be put on vibrate.
Okay, but you know what? I think Caitlyn Jenner, to me, they're gonna use her as a pawn. She's not gonna be taken. It's gonna be like Eddie Kane. What was it? Herman Cain. You know, you're not gonna have a longevity is not gonna be in the cards for her, because at the root of the Republican Party, they don't support trans people. It's like she is definitely fighting a losing battle, because as Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn would have had a chance in the party. Caitlyn is not going to have a snowball's chance in hell of winning any type of a seat in the Republican Party. They're going to use her as a mascot.
My. And you, Jay Wilson, thoughts?
I don't think she had a chance in the Democratic Party either because of her family. You know, I agree with what all the gentlemen said. First of all, it's just the whole branding and the Jenner name and all of this stuff. It's just not good. And the Republicans don't want that. And even in liberal California, they can't stomach that. So I don't think Caitlyn has a chance. And I don't think Caitlyn is qualified. And I just, you know, whether you're trans or not, you know, I don't think Caitlyn is qualified. So I'm going to pass on that. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm with Captivating Christian. We had enough of Donald Trump. We need people who are proven and consistent. So I pass.
My. And I would have to absolutely agree with you, Jay Wilson. Like I said, I'm all for trans in politics. You know what I'm saying? But at least let it be the people who are actually passionate about politics. Well, moving right along, while we're speaking about the Kardashian Jenner clan, okay?
Okay.
Can I just
add something to that?
Yeah, let's go.
I just wanted to just add that I just think it's absolutely amazing that a white trans woman can still self-actualize such a prestigious role. I would be curious to know if Black trans women feel like it's possible for them to be considered for governor or mayor or president. It just goes to show that if you are any type of white, trans, binary, male, female, that you have access to the American dream. Okay.
I know that's right.
The reality is that he started as a wealthy white man.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how he tries to change the package, his actions are that of a wealthy white man.
But the appearance doesn't match where he stands. So him becoming a woman now is taking him some rounds on the ladder down. He's going down on that scale in white Republican world.
Correct.
My. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you all more. So Khloe Kardashian recently went viral after throwing a tantrum over an unedited picture that went viral on the internet. Okay. I have a clip here for you guys. You guys tell me your thoughts.
Unfiltered removed from the internet. Khloe is upset that so Khloe Kardashian wants an unfiltered photo of her removed from the internet. Khloe is upset that this photo of her in a bikini by a pool was posted online and then began circulating all over. According to Page Six, the photo was taken over the weekend and was posted without her permission. So here's a look at that photo, okay? Next to one that Khloe posted on her Instagram. The Kardashians are reportedly threatening legal action to have the pic removed from websites. Now, in the past, Khloe has been accused of posting heavily edited and photoshopped pictures of her face and body on social media. Some people have even accused her of having work done because she looks so different. What do you make of this?
Okay, on period. Puriana to the period. So let's just jump right into it. Conscious TV, what do you think of Miss Khloe Kardashian?
Can you come back to me real quick? I'm trying to plug in my laptop. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, no problem. Rebel Son, what are your thoughts?
It's funny that they even have to ask if she had some type of cosmetic surgery done. We can clearly see in the picture she looks like a totally different person. She would rival the work that Caitlyn's had. I think that her body, her natural body, is not a bad body. So it's like with all the artificial tan put on and, you know, all the little, it's unrealistic expectations that are put on young girls to look like that when she doesn't even look like the end product. I think that when you base your brand up on an artificial look, you have to keep that artificially enhanced look going. So looking at Khloe looks like any girl that you would see at the mall. But the face and everything, she's had major cosmetic surgery. And you definitely get from the nose to chin, everything. I just think that it just goes to show you that what you see is not always real. And that people need to digest that.
My. I know that's right. What are your thoughts, Captivating Christian? I think you're on mute, sir.
You're on mute, Cap.
No, he was in there.
He always does that.
I was going too.
Always doing something he's not supposed to. That's why he be on mute.
I'm grown. Anyway, I was listen, with the whole Khloe thing, it's great that she changed her body so she could look less like her dad in his football uniform. Great, good for her. Whoop-de-doo.
That was shade.
It's factual shade though. Look at the rest of them and look at her. She the only one that she don't look nothing like her father. She don't look nothing like she looks like her father. She doesn't look like the Kardashian side of her. But anyway, I mean, like you said, Rebel, it is just truly a wake-up call to a lot of people who idolize that kind of motif to know that these people, when they take plain photos, they Photoshop them so that people, so that they can look their perfect self. And these are the same images that women see and then go, or young girls see and go, I want to look just like that. starving themselves, doing all kinds of craziness just to achieve something that they themselves who perpetrated is fake. So I don't feel no sympathy for her and her big wide shoulders. She can shave them down. She can shave that chin down. She will always look like a glass of OJ to me. So that's it. Next.
my. Jay Wilson, what are your thoughts?
So you look like a typical white woman. And now you don't want to look like a typical white woman while you've been trying to look like a black woman body. And this is why black women need to be proud of their bodies, because at the end of the day, the Kardashians, all they've been doing is they've been vacation shopping black body parts. And that's what they've been doing. So I'm just glad I wouldn't take it down.
Or black penises.
That too. I wouldn't take it down. That's your real body. And the sad part about it is I hope these young girls, especially a lot of these young Caucasian girls, are realizing that these people are not, they can't even sustain that level that you think they're getting. It's a lot of photoshopping. Even with the best fashion models, there's photoshopping. So my thing is she doesn't want to look like a typical white woman. And the thing she said is messing up her branding. Well, you messed up your branding because your branding is built on lies. And so you've been exposed. So
that's the whole industry.
Right.
Yeah. But
the
her,
audacity for her to even ask to take it down off the internet. Like, your sister's sex tape is what made y'all pretty much prominent right now. So, I mean, it just don't make sense.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. And Conscious TV for the read and the drag.
There's no read and drag here. Well, what's interesting about the Kardashians is that they all present iPhone bodies, but when the unfiltered photos drop, they all look like androids, which is perfectly fine. And Khloe is one of my most favorite Kardashians, by the way, but I think that this whole thing is just really bullshit because she's complaining about how brutal society is, but yet she didn't have an actual problem with the picture. She's posing very happily, very candid. She's aware the photo is being shopped, but what she was concerned about is what the rest of us would think. And that poses a really big issue for someone who is as old as Khloe, who's now a mother, that she is still this pressed about public perception. You do not get to berate the viewing audience about your insecurities. If she really wanted a real movement, that real movement would not look like supporting the same system that none of them can sustain, because everybody from Khloe to Kylie to Kim photoshops their images, gets plastic surgery, and then when you can't sustain the same system that you impose upon every other woman, then you want to cry these crocodile tears to the community. If you want a real legit movement, she could have actually chosen to be the black sheep, embrace the black sheep, embrace who she truly is, and then garner her audience off of other women who don't want to conform to a materialistic, capitalistic system. And she could have did well in contrast to how superficial the rest of the Kardashian Jenner brand actually is. So Khloe, I'm just gonna need you to have the beauty and don't let the beauty have you, sis.
But that's what their brand was looks. She had to go, the brand that sold for that family was looks. It wasn't singing or writing or acting. It was physical.
It wasn't actually looks. It was him.
Right. I was saying, it wasn't actually
looking straight into the camera as she was getting anal fucked by Ray J.
Right.
Yeah. My. Okay. On period.
I mean,
that's the looks. I mean, you're gonna get old. I mean, Brooke Shields was nice looking at one point. Now she's an older looking woman.
But their model is their mother, so of course they're not.
Yeah, and they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. Even if it's looks, Jay, they're going to ride that horse until it falls out.
Yeah, well, it's on film. I'm telling you.
They
They look like a typical white
And they
woman.
like horses as well in other ways.
That's what I heard.
My. Wouldn't it be nice if we all could just embrace all that God has given us? It would just be so nice.
Oh
If
Lord! Don't start
Khloe
with that. Don't
Kardashian
start
could
with
just
that again. Please
embrace-
don't start with that again.
But it would be nice if Khloe Kardashian could just embrace her body and all the millions that she got and sit in that corner over there. Because, girl, all the monies that you got, like you sit up here like you worried about the wrong things, okay?
That could be a whole new industry of now saying, you know what, it was wrong, and this is how I am. I embrace how I am, and I reject it. Since they like to capitalize, that could be a whole new brand right there. Just embracing
my. Absolutely. Well, speaking of embracing everything that God has already given them, okay, and not wanting any more, any less, I have this clip here of this Oklahoma woman that was working at a Goodwill and stumbled upon $42,000, okay? And she gave it back, okay? I cannot believe this, but I got the clip here, okay? I got the clip here to share with y'all, okay? This is unbelievable, okay? Because y'all all know, had the official King Payne found that money, okay? None of y'all would have found out. None of y'all would have heard about it, okay? And that's just no period.
So the period.
Money you put up somewhere. Yes, saw the clip here.
Ooh, child, is that the internet? Okay.
I'm working. I've noticed that there are a lot of weird things that have been donated. Hello, welcome to Goodwill.
And it's Andrea Lessing's job to sort through them.
We want to make sure we're selling good product, there's no stains, there's no holes, there's no tears, there's no rips.
One day, she came across 2 sweaters wrapped together, holding what she thought was books. It wasn't.
There was just stacks of just envelopes, and it just contained $100 bills. My first thought was, it's fake.
But it was real. A stack of $100 bills totaling to $42,000. The largest cash find in Goodwill's history in Oklahoma. Along with it, documents with information that helped them track down the owner, something that is also highly unusual.
Normally, we have no way to know who the money belongs to. Even if we wanted to try to give it back to someone, there was no way to find who that person was.
Of course, we're all only human, and the thought of keeping or hiding a find like that might cross our minds. But Andrea rose above that urge.
I have a daughter. I love her very much, and you can't put a price on my daughter. And I know what could be risked stealing that money. And I do believe in karma. I believe that, if you do something good will come back to you.
And little did she know, she was minutes away from karma coming back to her. The owner of the money wanted to remain anonymous, but they did want to thank her for the integrity she showed that day.
They asked us if we would give you $1,000. They came out of that
$1,000
and give that back to you. Thank you for what you're doing and the integrity. You really are living values. Thank you. And that's for you.
I cannot.
When she found
I cannot. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. Ooh. So let's just get right into it. Jay Wilson, what are your thoughts?
First of all, Goodwill, they're the robbers because they pay those people minimum wage. They compete with department stores, and they we give people clothes free. I mean, that woman is probably making around about $7, maybe $9 an hour, and Goodwill has executives making 6 figures. So they're the real crooks in this. But you know what? As I look at it, that lady is right. She said, you know what? Stuff comes back, and and I will give it to the owner. At least they gave her $1,000 because some people wouldn't have given her anything. They would have said thank you. But the real deal is Goodwill should be paying for her some schooling or some training so she could better herself, or put her into some training situation so she can better herself. She's proven herself to be honest and trustworthy, and I just think she did the right thing. I mean, and I just believe her. If she had the documentation there and they knew whose money it was, go ahead and give the people the money back because it's gonna come back. And I think she did the right thing. You know, I was looking at it, and I know a lot of people say, but you know, at the end of the day, I think she's a winner. I think the person got their money back. I think the real big L goes to Goodwill because how much they pay their people and what they do and how they exploit folks. So the L goes to Goodwill for me. So I think she did a good thing.
Okay, and that's just on period. Puriana to the period. How about you, captivating Christian? What do you think? Would you have kept the money?
Would I have kept the money? No. Especially knowing the information to get it.
How you know? Wait, first of all, she lied. How you know that was the information when people?
No, I'm not. First of all, I'm just saying. I'm going by what the story says. They found the information. It is what it is. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Yeah. So they found the information, or the information being there. Cool. I would have went with the information. I wouldn't have kept it because I do believe that stuff comes around to you. It may not come, right then and there, but eventually it'll come to you. I'm sure the $1,000 from what she's being paid was a lot, and because I figure that even the people that donated the clothes would have realized it at some point, then tried to come after Goodwill and say that they stole their money and it was $40,000 and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, it would have been a whole mess either way.
And that would have been just fine because I would have quit that same day. They would have never saw me again, okay? And that's just on period.
Yeah, but they would have figured it was you because you were one that.
That's fine. They was gonna have to cross state lines to come and get me, and that's just on period. Okay, they might even have to leave the country to come get me with $42,000 free money. Okay, and that's just on period.
Ain't nothing free, brother. But go ahead.
That's what you think. You see. So when God see you blessed, sometimes you just gotta accept.
All
the time. That was from the Lord. Okay, it is just up here. If the Lord sends me $42,000, I promise you I ain't gonna give it back.
Let me tell you something so you know in advance. Just as much as the Lord can bless you on this here earth, the devil can bless you too. So please don't be tricked.
No. I don't be tricked by the devil. But yeah, I know that parable too. And that's just so period. Yes. No, that was from the Lord. Okay, up here. I never received no financial blessings from the devil. And that's just on here. He done took a lot of money. Okay, I done had a lot of hardships, trials, and tribulations that I contribute to his ass. But he ain't never sent me no $42,000, and that's just on period. Carson TV. What are your thoughts? Would you have kept the money?
From Goodwill to my good checking account, and that's on period. I think it's very interesting. White people get on my damn nerve because only white people are wealthy and assured that things are going to work out for them in this country. Black people have to claim their sisters' children, they daddy's children, and they dudes' children on taxes to even get and see $42,000 a year. Some of y'all don't realize when God done been overly good to you and then allowed the cup to spill it over. Real quick story. Years ago, I was a part of a moving company and I was helping move these people's shit. Jay Wilson, please. And the person had died in the house, so we were cleaning out their crap. One of my crew members.
Wait, I'm stuck on you was moving something.
Yeah, me too. You do that
like manual labor.
You domestic.
I'm wasting time on my little 2 minutes. Okay, so let me get you my little story. So asked to take a box of yarn and drop it off because for some reason they couldn't pack it on the bus. So I was just supposed to take this box of yarn and dump it off somewhere. So I never dumped the box. I let the box just sit in my car for like a whole month. I take the box out, sit it in my yard by my trash can. It rains. The whole box falls apart. The next morning I get up. There's a big bag of coins at the bottom of this yarn box that accumulated to $3,500. And do you know what I did? Got $3,500 worth of tattoos done with the good Lord had blessed me with. So, white woman, That was cute for you, boo. Who's us
How many bags was it? I mean, is it 3,500 or 35,000?
3,500. 35. You heard it,
was the value of the bag of coins that I found, and this is where all this beautiful work came.
I cannot believe
that's what you spent it on.
You spent your blessing on tattoos.
Because I needed some extra spending. I needed some extra spending money, and the Lord sure answered, baby.
You could have invested that money. Yes, I just need the Lord to send me a $3,500 stimulus, and that's just on period. Rebel Son, what about you? What are your thoughts? Would you have kept the money?
Listen, there would have been a finder's fee that I would have given myself. Now, I would have probably taken about 5,000 of it, and the other would have been, listen, I would have sent that person that majority of that money, but you think I wouldn't have kept some of it?
You were going to do the Medea. Okay, you're going to do the Medea and put the
because you know what, even though I was much like Conscious, at work, a lady dropped an envelope, and it was some money for her department. She left the envelope in a hallway. I picked it up. And I stayed in the area, and I knew this was someone's job that was on the line. There was a difference. I knew if this money, because it was a doctor's name on it and everything. I waited. This black lady came looking for the envelope. I asked her, had she lost something? She said yes. And I asked, what was it? She said, an envelope with this name on it. I gave her the envelope. And she was like, oh, Lord, baby, the Lord has blessed me. Thank you, Lord. And, and I was like, nah, girl, it wasn't the Lord blessing you. It was just me fighting against keeping his damn money. So, I think that
which was still the Lord. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would have taken my finder's fee, which would have been 5,000, and the other money would have been sent to them. I wouldn't have taken the whole thing, but I'm not as good as she was. I have to work on myself still.
Yes, I would have very much so took my finder's fee as well, Rebel Son. Let me tell you what they would have found when they showed up. They would have found nothing but dust. They wouldn't even found me. Okay, they would have found me. They wouldn't even found 25 cents, girl. I would have clicked their ass out. It's time for me to go. Can I get my last check? That's what they would have heard. I said, I need my last check because I got to go. I need to leave right now. I would have threw a big fit. They would have known something happened because I would have thrown the biggest fit over my last check. I'd have been up in the top of my hands and some more stuff. Y'all about to give me my check because y'all ain't never gonna see me again. Okay? And that's just on period.
That would have given the authorities your whole address. I
wasn't even going home. I was never going back to that place.
Live off the grid because they would have checked you down. You'd be living off the grid.
I would have been in Mexico with my boyfriend. And that's just on period.
To be clear, finding something in a public space is very different from stealing. So I don't know how people are interpreting. If she would have kept the money, she wouldn't have been doing anything wrong. She found money. She found the money in random ass clothing at
her job.
At her job that someone donated, though.
Yeah, because if it would have been someone else, it would have been gone. I mean, really, it would have been gone.
If it would have been me, it would have been gone.
Let me tell you something. People know it's yours and it's still been gone. So, I mean,
okay.
But I think she did the right thing, but everybody's thought process is different. I don't judge nobody.
I would have prayed about it.
Everybody wants to get tattooed, and if it worked for you, then let it work for you. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And that's just on period. Period to the period. It could have been. It could have had your name on it.
That was decorated, child.
It could have had your name on each bill. Each bill could have had your address written out on the top of it, right above. In God we trust, and I still would have took the money. Okay, and that's just on period.
Not you. Oh. What? You would have took the money?
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Okay, I grew up on that.
I didn't even see that in the Book of Jobs. I didn't see that.
But I'm Jay Weasel.
In the Book of Revelation.
Okay. I'm Jay Weasel, but I was turning money in.
It wasn't one of those chapters they took out. Okay, on period. We all can agree.
Everybody up here talking about their hypothetical self. Moving along.
Okay,
I ain't nobody talking about no hypothetical self.
Right.
Nobody's talking about a hypothetical self.
No,
girl.
I'm talking about my true self because I've had 45, so it's nothing to be like, oh,
Well,
like,
all of that is hearsay. Moving along.
It ain't.
Okay.
Hey, I got receipts, unlike some folks.
I got receipts too for spending the monies. Okay, that's just a period. I have a long list of receipts like this.
We'll wait for those receipts.
Fine. We called it out.
I would have had so many receipts if I found $42,000, girl.
It was some receipts, all right.
The difference between those who have and those who have not.
God, please. I got my own 42,000. I don't need nobody else's, but if I was.
Don't let them discourage you, King Pan girl. Are you on the straight and narrow?
No, if I was to receive a blessing like that from the Lord, best believe I would keep it in nobody. I wouldn't have to share it with nobody. I wouldn't share it with nobody. Just my close family members, the people I spend it with. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I wouldn't tell nobody. Nobody knows.
Everybody say that the Lord works in mysterious ways until it's a mysterious way.
You wouldn't have to carry nobody kids on your income tax anymore for some years.
Okay, on period. And that's just on period. So moving right along, while we're on the topic of being good, you know what I'm saying? Being good people.
What a great follow-up.
Yes, Funkmaster Flex is calling out everyone, including the music industry, after the recent events that have occurred with DMX. His overdose, him being hospitalized, and he is currently fighting for his life right now. I have a clip here with Funkmaster Flex calling out everyone. You guys let me know what you guys think after this clip.
If he gets past it, I want to ask everybody that posted, said something about it, put up 10 posts. Okay, are you going to go to his house now if he's better and give him some advice? Maybe he didn't make a lot of money in the last 5 days. You're gonna provide something, or what are you gonna do? Yep. You know what the craziest thing to me, and maybe I'm venting today. People can find the picture of the video that they had with the person that's going through a tragedy in 30 seconds. But you haven't called that person in 10 years. You haven't called them in 5. Because you're not putting up that picture or that post because you are concerned about some people. You're trying to make your affiliation that you know the person.
Hey, yo, what up? DMX, Darkman.
Okay. On period.
Somebody was cooking in the kitchen some chicken or something.
Who is getting the pans out?
Oh, getting the pans out? Was that over here? I don't know. They barbecuing over here. It might have been over here. They barbecuing in the background.
Okay, mama in the kitchen. Okay, like what in the heck?
Yes, I can't wait to try out this barbecue after this live, and it's just so curious. We all the way live, and that's just so curious. So yeah, prayers up for DMX. I need all my prayer warriors to pray for DMX and his family right now. The gentleman's panel is sending their condolences, but that don't mean we're not going to speak about it. So
he's still alive, right? I mean,
he's still alive. He is still alive.
Okay. Condolences.
I think they might be moving them to comfort care though, if because they were saying that there's no brain activity, so they may be palliative or comfort care. So it depends.
Absolutely. So, what are your thoughts? Let's just go around. Let's start with Rebel Son. What are your thoughts? Do you think the music industry did DMX wrong? And do you think that the people commenting and giving commentary on his situation are in the wrong?
I think DMX did DMX wrong. I think that let's keep it real. DMX had his demons that he battled with for years. The drugs, the alcohol, everything. When you're a celebrity like that, you have a bunch of yes men around you. So I think DMX lived fast and hard. This was the outcome. Did we expect anything differently? And these people coming out, you know, maybe they were there when he was doing everything he was doing. But, you know, in that industry, it's all about appearance. So, of course, they're going to post things and, you know, in support of his family, and they're thinking and praying for him. And he needed your prayers and help when he was alive and out here in the streets raising hell doing what he wanted to do. So, again, what you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And yes, my condolences and my prayers and, you know, to the family, but this is nothing that's surprising to me.
Absolutely, I would have to absolutely agree. DMX did DMX wrong, and that's just on period. And as far as, you know, people reaching out and stuff like that, you know, a lot of times you don't know if something's wrong with your friend until they tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in defense of the people that are around him, they probably didn't realize something was wrong. So, moving right along, Jay Wilson, what are your thoughts on DMX and his overdose?
You know what? The music industry does people wrong. And if you go into that industry, be prepared about what you're going to get. We see it happen with Whitney Houston. We've seen it happen with all of these entertainers, because the music industry is the new plantation. Period. And this is why you need to know your stuff. And a lot of people get this fame, and once they get dropped, the music industry drops them like a hot potato. And all of these people send this sympathy because it makes them look good. It gives them some good cred. And like the gentleman said in the video clip, you know, where are you? Are you gonna give his family some money? Are you gonna help him out? What's going on? And people just don't get on drugs by themselves. So if you have a problem, the music industry is not the place to go. It seems like the music industry preys on people who really want to make it, who have abusive home lives. The music industry don't really like smart people who will stand up for themselves. And that's the problem. And that's why some people will not make it in the industry, because they may be a little too smart. And so that's why you may have to find another way to get into the industry. But at the end of the day, he had a problem. The music industry don't care, and I guarantee you, there'll be another album. If he had some stuff in there or he had some hits, they'll rebrand it and it'll come out, because we know that these artists are more, you know, they're worth more dead than alive. So yeah, he did it to himself, but I think the music industry will really push you. Everybody knew Whitney Houston was on drugs. They knew what was going on with her, but yet that was their bread and butter. We got to eat. We got to pay our mortgage. So long as she get up on that stage and sing, we really don't care.
Michael Jackson.
You know, yeah, all of them. So my thing is, it's the industry, but at the end of the day, some people step away from it, and you know, and others don't. That's the unfortunate thing. So those are my thoughts.
Absolutely, and I would have to absolutely agree. Like you said, the music industry is becoming, you know, sort of like a slave ship. You know what I'm saying? Once you in it, you kind of gotta do the work that they require of you. So, how about you, Captivating Christian? What are your thoughts?
It's a lot to unpack in this, and just to be brief, I would really say that before even touching industry stuff, I think a lot of his pain and trauma deals with other issues, dealing with childhood and adolescence and all that. So again, I think we need to always point kind of the mirror or the focus on ourselves and what we're not doing, either supporting our young boys or protecting them from molesters and predators and people that prey on them, to where they grow up as adults and fall into a passion that they enjoy doing, and that industry in and of itself, you know, takes a hold of them and they can't let go. It's unfortunate, but I think everybody plays a part in that. I won't just all throw it on the industry. I can put a little blame on personal, because there's some blame to go there. there's some blame to go as far as us as a people and how we raise our young men, and not support them and not have them go seek out professional help, and a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's just my thoughts.
And how do you feel about the bloggers and news outlets, gossiping about, DMX's overdose?
I mean, as a person in the industry of entertainment, period, you got to know that everything becomes something to talk about. So, I mean, no one really has a place to say, oh, don't talk about that, because it has happened. You are a public figure. People will talk about it. But there has become a difference from how entertainment was run, say, a couple of years ago to how it is now. There was a level of dignity and respect, and certain lines were not crossed even in talking about someone's issue. Now it's it don't matter what it is, you're gonna know about it.
Okay, and that's just on period. Conscious TV.
First of all, Funk Master Flex needs to shut the entire fuck up. You don't know what the hell anybody has done for DMX. You don't know who the hell has cash apped him, PayPal him, not to mention that the people who chose to get off their ass and show them more support came to the hospital and now have to quarantine for 14 days, come to find out that DMX has COVID-19 and now has exposed that to everybody who jumped into the picture. Secondly, what the hell were people supposed to do about DMX being in a fucking coma? He can't even respond to any of the damn help that you are proposing that people send to him. Then he made the statement that people could have done more. Excuse me. When Iyanla tried to do more, he cussed her ass clean the hell out, and that's why to this day he could never ever speak to her again as a result. So I think that Funk Master Flex tried it with his little cute 2 minutes of fame. That was his own way of using DMX's circumstance for click and fucking views, because instead of him being on camera berating everybody else who he can't speak for, he also could have been using that same time to go be there for his friend of 15 fucking years instead of being on camera talking shit with his ashy ass.
I wanted to add something to that thing. Were you adding something to that?
No, go ahead.
That when I heard about what happened with DMX, I had remembered before when I talked about the front man for Sly and the Family Stone. This man in his heyday made millions, sold out performances and everything. Now this man is living in a little trailer home that someone donated to him. It's like the drugs in the industry, they have to look at, the predecessors, look at people that came before you. They were given everything, and all this excessiveness led to people just doing what the hell they wanted to, and regardless to what happened afterwards. DMX, Lil Wayne, a lot of people in hip hop and rock and roll fell victim to drugs. And, it's a sad thing, but it's just a wake up call for everyone else in the industry, I think.
I think people get groomed. I think people who are ignorant. Y'all, I learned early that if you're going to make it in the industry, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to make it? And some people, they get through it and other people don't. And I just think that, it seems like those people who have childhood trauma, people who have abuse issues, and they get caught up in it. We can look at every story, the New Edition, all of this. It always comes down to the money, and somebody's taking over the money, and somebody's speaking for them. And at the end of the day, they'll tell you to shut up. If you want this deal, you're going to have to sign. And most people do it, unfortunately, because, again, the industry doesn't like smart people. Usually the artist wakes up probably like at the mid portion of their career to say, you know what, where's my money? And then they find out. That's why they like Fantasia. Fantasia was an awesome singer, and all she wanted to do was sing, because that's all. But Fantasia woke up to realize that, you know what, most people who don't have the talent always exploit people who have talent. So my thing is, you know, there's a lot of things that people can do, and there are a lot of things we always look. There are always people who are going to exploit the poor and the uneducated or the people who are ignorant, and that's why we have to make sure that if we have something that we give it. Now, if we give it and the people don't receive it, then you move on. But you know, I think that we really need to tell people that that industry is no joke. Yeah, it's no joke.
I also want to add and say that you don't have any friends in none of these industries. These are your peers. These are your associates. I keep telling hoes this. I don't consider a bitch who I met after 2012 a damn friend, okay? This is why I always tell people, make sure that you keep your friends from the bottom, okay? Because this is the type of unfortunate reality that a lot of people get to see when it's far too late. You done sat next to girls, you done made money with people, you done performed with people, you done did all the nine, and then when your going gets rough, ain't none of them hoes around. So when you get on, don't leave a black woman for a white girl for one, and don't leave your original posse behind as well, because who can love you at the bottom? Them same motherfuckers gonna be loving your ass at the top. The rest are here nor there.
Just like YouTube, you don't have no friends. You don't have no friends, people. I don't know why these people don't. We just had a content creator. She don't have a big page no more, and them people start talking about her. Soon as they was all with her. Oh, they was.
And you'll be left to be eating bologna sandwiches and bowls of rice.
And then they were talking about her on the page. I'm like, see, because that's what these people do. Because you a buck to them. But she said she eat beef bologna. She said she don't eat any type of bologna, baby.
Well, any kind of bologna is trash, person.
She said she eat beef bologna. I'm like, I ate bologna since high school, Lord.
Only one type of beef bologna I like.
It comes in flavors. I didn't know it comes in different meat.
I didn't either, because I don't eat it no more. All right.
Okay, that's what you say, Jay.
Go have a man slice. Go have a man slice it. You know, we got enough bologna and bologna fillers for everybody on this panel. Moving right along, Mary had a little lamb.
Okay, and that's just on period. That's on periodiana to the period. So moving right along, this leads us right into our next question. Okay, Alexis Sky recently posted something on to her Instagram. Okay, I have it right here. Okay, let me pull it up. She posted this on Instagram, and I want to bring this up because, you know, Funk Master Flex was talking about all the people gossiping and giving their commentary on the DMX situation. And, you know, a lot of people, there's a lot of negative energy surrounding, you know, male bloggers and men who give, you know, commentary on things that have to do with, you know, females, as if we live in two different worlds. We all on the same planet. Anyway, so Alexis Sky posted this to her Instagram. She said, "Niggas are the new bitches running they mouth." Okay, y'all see that?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So with that said, I want to ask, does running your mouth make you a bitch? Is there a negative stereotype surrounding men who gossip? If so, why? And why is it okay for women to gossip and not men? Okay, and I'm just going to start out with Conscious, because I know she's going to have the longest answer. So
actually, if you go and rewind this tape back, girl, let's go. You know what? Let me keep it to myself. Let's go. First of all, men been chattering like bitches. It's called locker room talk. It's called barbershop talk. Men gossip just as much as women do. Men have always gossiped like women do. This is why men don't want y'all women in their spaces, so they can't let you see how much of you they are so much alike. Okay. Mm-hmm. Secondly, gossiping is literally mindless rumor mongering, and it's wrong for anyone to do it. If you are speaking from a place of meaningfulness and purpose, that is not gossip. But if you are just interested in superficial, unfounded chatter about somebody else's well-being, somebody else's identity, then yes, you're bitch. Woman or man, bitch, and more damn bitch. But if you speak from a place of actuality and a place of purpose, that's not considered gossiping. But we do live in a culture that kind of does conflate talking, any type of talk, with gossiping. And there is a context for what is defined as gossip. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, and that's just on period. Puriana to the Purier. And Brother Jay Wilson?
At the end of the day, even on this platform, people do it, men or women. And yeah, so I just I look at some of the people who are putting this stuff out and I question them, and I'm like, what are your motives? What's going on with you? But men do it, women do it, church people do it, and they don't supposed to be doing it, but they sure do. And how they cover it up. Girl, we need to pray. What we need to pray about, sis? Oh, that girl back on crack again, and ooh, the devil. You see and they just be gossiping, and they try to guise it under, oh, we need to pray. So at the end of the day, people do it. That's why the Examiner and Star and the Inquirer and all of these places and all of these YouTubers are here because people are running to listen to it. So I guess everybody is a B if that's the case.
My. And Captivating Christian, what are your thoughts?
First, like someone said in the comments, commentary and gossip are two different things, and I think a lot of the difference has to do with actual facts. Some similar to what Conscious was saying. Is one thing when you're talking from a place of actual truth and concern or uplifting or whatever, than to actually pull down and destroy and all types of stuff. There's truly a difference. Is the other more entertaining to a lot? Yeah, it is. And why is that? I couldn't tell you. But it is entertaining to a lot to gossip. Men and women alike. And like Contra said, it is very true. The barbershops and all the other places that mainly men hang out at are places where they talk like girls, about guys, about any other thing. Sometimes you forget where you at. And many times as they talk about the situations that other men or women that they come across or see in a venue have gone through, you be looking at them like, yeah, you know too much about the situation. But yeah, I don't, I just think that whoever does it, you shouldn't do it, but whatever.
Okay, on period. Puriana to the Purier. And Rebel Son, what are your thoughts?
I think men gossip just as much, if not more, than women. Y'all have been to the damn club. Y'all know how them queens be in there, and it's everybody gossip. I mean, most people. Sometimes it's just for like a little kiki, but sometimes it's very vitriolic. I think that when the gossip is a lie, and you're just making up stuff and you're adding to the story that it doesn't recognize what originally happened. I think that I've been in a barbershop and a woman came in there with her son. She left out, the guy talking about, she let me smash. I used to smash that all the time. And later found out the woman told her friends that got back to one of my gay friends gossiping that she said he was hung like a gerbil. But you smashed you talked about you smashed it like you was Long Dong Silver, but you left that little part out? Because I would have loved to hear that part. Because I thought
that little part.
Look, I thought when I found out your ass was hung like a gerbil, I was like, we from two different worlds. It'll never work. But men gossip. Men do all the stuff they talk about women doing. They do the same thing. It's just they try to keep it on the low.
Okay, I'm
That's
good.
just the fact.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And I deal with men all the time. I work in a barber shop, and I like to take care of my business like this, like face to face or at least over the phone. And then, for some reason, I call them pussy holes. Some men like to text and stuff. Like, I don't do business over text. I don't need my message I need you to hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I was at home one day, and one of my friends overheard something I was saying. So instead of confronting me about it, you know what I'm saying, he gonna send me a text message. And then gonna tell me I'm not a real ass nigga because of it. I'm saying, well, a real ass nigga would have came and confronted me instead of sending me a text. But you so real. You know what I'm saying? I say all this just to say is that who is the person that determines who's real and who's not? Who is the person that decides, who is allowed to gossip and who's not? Like,
Right.
people they find anything to just make it up. You know what I'm saying?
It damn sure ain't Alexis K. Tyler who lied about who the fuck her baby daddy was. Like, we know that it's not the nigga with the lazy eye. Thank you, Alexis K. Tyler.
It's certainly not Alexis Scott, okay? And that's just no period. Periodicity to period. We don't need no advice from her. Okay. So moving right along as the show comes to an end, y'all. We've been here for a whole hour, okay? The show is coming to an end quickly. I did something really awesome. And I know that I've been everywhere, and I've been kind of, y'all know, no excuses. It's just on period. But I want to share my what I've been doing with you guys. Okay, so I was casted on the web series Chasing LA, and I have a clip here from the trailer. I'm gonna share with you guys. You guys just, we'll talk about it.
What y'all chasing?
Oh, the official campaign is always chasing the coins, okay? Chasing
Money
the
on
money,
the floor.
okay, period. The money on the floor. Where the money resides. Where the money resides.
This seems like people chasing different things. Okay, I just want to know what you was chasing. Okay.
Yes.
Jay,
No.
you've been a party on that.
So what I'm chasing, I have my hair business, a hair brand, as well as a music brand. So I'm a licensed barber and a dreadlock specialist, and I also have my own hair products hair line. I have 7 products right now, but I'm looking to expand the line to 14 products really soon here. And then you guys also know that I do music. It's always been my dream to be an artist, and I'm very passionate about it. So you guys will see me, juggling both worlds, as well as, YouTube and everything else that deals with, likeness, influence, entertainment, all that. So I'm in it to win it.
Child, you sound like Fire Babe almost.
You said what?
I said you almost sound like Fire Babe, all that wig and singing and stuff. Okay.
Well, I actually went to school and got licenses and certificates, and I actually, I do this. I'm not just using my likeness to sell wigs. If I were to sell wigs, I actually specialize in hair. I know what it takes to grow hair, and I know how to tame black hair. I know what I know all hair, whether it's straight hair, whether it's Asian hair, whether it's black hair, curly hair. Like I know hair. And
okay. Well, what Conscious rocking? He got hair. Okay, is that Virgin Remy? What is going on?
And I'm gonna have to get you guys all some of my products really soon here.
Okay, I got my post office box. I'll send you.
Yeah, send it to me. And my products are available to anyone else via my website at theofficialkingpayne.net. Check them out. And they're also in 2 store locations in California, okay? In NorCal and Southern California. So I'm going to play this clip here. This is just a little teaser from the show. The episode 1 premieres April 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
Here goes nothing.
Where is your song? Where is your product?
It's sharks out there, man.
Please. It's sharks out there, baby. It's sharks out there. Okay, you better go, Armand and Official King Payne. It's sharks out there.
Okay, period. So what did you guys think about the teaser? Are you guys watching?
Girl, first of all, I'm so fucking proud of you. This is fucking epic.
Yes.
Chasing Reality is a dope ass web series brand. They totally kick G Status's motherfucking sorry asses right on up out of the goddamn pot, honey. Yes, I will be reviewing season fucking 3, and I think that this is really major. Like between Chasing Reality, T.S. Madison's experience, like I'm just living for Black-centered LGBT content. I don't really give a damn if there's fighting, if there's fussing, if there's mess. White people have done fucking did the Jerry Springers and they're completely sold out on the market. So let Black people have their motherfucking time. I am here for it, honey. You have all of my motherfucking blessings, baby. And stay away from that pool, girl, because it's plenty of
And that's just up here, period. And I couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely right. It's time for us as a community, the LGBT community, to take the spotlight. You know, for so long, we've had to take the back seats. You know what I'm saying? We live in a new era of social acceptance. And I just don't agree with all the people who are content with, you know, taking a back seat. It's time for us to take our spotlight. The time is now, okay? It's, you know, we got to stop being people assistants and stop being the hairdressers and stuff like that, and, you know, step out into our likeness. I'm just tired of people, you know, playing us. You know what I'm saying? People play us. I was going to talk about this today, but we ran out of time today. I mean, City Boy Jay, but we ran out of time today. But he's the one that made the track star challenge. The runner track star. She's a runner. She's a track star. Okay, so the guy just put out a music video. Okay, and he didn't include City Boy Jay in the music video because of his sexual orientation. And you know that's wrong, because if it wasn't for him, he would be nobody. The song would have been viral. It's these influencers that putting out these challenges that's making these songs go viral these days. And I just feel like, you know, it's what we get. It's what we get because we set ourselves up for this. What he should have did was put out his own song and create his own challenge. And then you wouldn't have to worry about nobody putting you on.
I mean, but these niggas are so toxic in this industry. Like, they had the audacity to hate on a gay man, but then you go make that money from that song to go dress yourself and decorate yourself in gay men and gay fashion designers' garbs. Make it make sense. It's the hypocrisy for me.
I was going to add, King Payne, that definitely I salute you for this right here. And I will be watching. I've never watched it before, but now I will be tuned in. You better go in there and snatch a whole ball if they get out of line.
Okay.
And I'll pray about it as well, that you know, don't get in trouble.
I don't have to. Look,
right.
I don't have to.
Right.
But I just might. You never know. You're going to have to watch to find out if I snatched anybody wigs. Okay? And that's just on period. Maybe I threw a drink. I don't know.
You know.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything to say before we get out of here?
Girl, as long as it landed, I'm here for it.
Money on the floor. You better go on.
Yeah, like I'm very proud of what
I'm sorry about that, Christian.
Oh no, you're fine. Very proud of what you have on board, of what what you're doing. I will be watching. This will be the first actual web series I've actually watched. So, yeah.
And you were auditioning, okay? So people like, you ain't auditioning, you ain't doing that. And so you all can see that King Payne was definitely auditioning. And obviously he did a good job because he's in the show.
Okay, and that's just
well,
this has been a legendary show. This show is so lit on today. I'm just happy we got through it. Okay, I'm having all kind of technical difficulties. The screen is still flashing and stuff, but we made it here to the end of the show. Everybody dropped some crowns, okay, because we did that, and that's just on period. Gentlemen, tell the people where you guys are going to be and where they can find you guys at. The next show is going to be on Conscious Channel next Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's the same time as the Chasing Reality series, okay? Y'all, it's up, so I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm gonna need y'all to be here for the Gentleman's Panel, okay? And that's just on period. So tell them what's going on, Conscious.
Ain't much. Just chilling, chat. I'm probably gonna go live after this, but I just got a relaxed week. I am tired as hell. Got a lot going on. I got one of my best friends coming into town on the 16th. We're gonna have a lot going on. I got a show to film. Well, not a show, but I got a gig in Atlanta on the 24th. I'm getting prepared for. I'm super excited about that. So there's just a lot of great things in the work. I'm very much so happy about where it's all going. I've never been this consistent and this present in my becoming of a brand. So I'm excited about all the elements of furthering the brand and taking my shit to the next level. So just blessed.
Period on to the period. Rebel, son.
Hey, just getting ready to start another YouTube channel with me getting my dog. I'm going to be doing a whole different platform with him because I've joined another community over there. Just trying to dog proof my house, get everything organized so he don't be chewing up cords and, using a bathroom in my garden in the backyard. So, that and, just keep doing my content, have friends over. I'm going to start doing I do my carpool conversations, but I'm going to start doing like my, I have a fire pit in the back. So I'm going to have my friends over and we're going to be doing like,
fireside chats.
Something along those lines, like
island chats.
And you would be an authority on that. But I think that, have my friends over.
I've traveled. Yes, right. I've traveled. You're right. Continue.
Right. Like Ayana would say, a traveler. I have my friends over. And, we're gonna have conversations about everything. And that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just on period. Period to period. What about you, Captivating Christian? What's going on in the world of politics?
I will still be doing the politics and wellness. I may start back with the news. Schedule's been kind of hectic, so didn't really have time for that. But the Nightcap will be coming back. Definitely will be back on Friday night, so look out for it.
That Nightcap is fun. We had a great time when I came over there.
Okay. I pop my head in every now and then.
That's what he said.
Okay. Jay Wilson, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at Jay Wilson. So yeah, tonight I'm gonna have to get some folks straight because people getting out of line, they're out of order. So we're gonna have to go ahead and do some things. But yeah, so I'll wait the contest finish and then I'll come on after him. I need to get a little nap for this. So anyway, but yeah, people say I'm stalking them again, like I stalked them the first time. But anyway. Anything to build your brand back up, okay? Anything to build it up.
Period. Period to the period. And you guys already know what it is with me, the official Kingpin, here, okay, at the home of the Lituation, all the time. And that's just on period. Keeping it lit. Well, until next time, y'all, this was an awesome show of the Gentleman's Panel. Say goodbye to the gentlemen because we out. And that's just on period. You see.